This is for those filmmakers, photographers, actors, writers, dancers, singers, musicians, poets, you name it. Those people who are creative and who are trying to make a living after it. I wanted to make this to help change your mindset and maybe help improve your view on it, which will then ideally lead you to being more successful, whatever that means for you. My name is Isham. I'm a filmmaker and a photographer, and I have been doing this for over 15 years, and I've made a living doing this that entire time. What I'm going to go over is about a mindset shift that's really helped me kind of shift from that starving artist into a working artist. I've been very fortunate to work my entire life as an artist, and as I've gone through plateaus and dips and valleys through that career, I'm constantly reminded of this mindset shift, and I wanted to share it with you. The main mindset shift is really the correct estimation of effort, of the correct estimation of work it takes to be successful. All we see is the destination. We don't see others' journeys. So when we see others that are successful, when we see others that have made it, that we are envious of their careers or of the goals they have achieved, we don't know the work that it took to get there. We don't know the hustle that from behind the scenes that they put in to achieve their goals and to achieve where they currently are and what they're currently doing to achieve the next set of goals and the next set of achievements that they want to achieve. A lot of achieving. To start, I'll use myself as an example. Each time I put out a video a day, I made more money. The few times I've had the highest peaks in terms of actual just making money were the times that I've ironically and not ironically worked the hardest. And by working the hardest for me was not anything else more complicated, but making more art. I was putting out a video a day, meaning I was literally shooting something different and editing it and releasing it on social media every single day. Those times I did that, I make more money, and I've made more money than I ever have. It really started to cement what actual hard work takes, what actual hard work is. In a similar story, a friend of mine who's a musician, the time he put out 18 original songs in a year, he made the most money. He was able to land sync deals, he was able to land a big producing project, and he was able to make the most money he's ever made as a musician that year. He put out 18 songs. I use this as the fact of, as an artist, what you need to do is make your art and you need to put it out there. But it's less that because I have a lot of other content that I go into that mindset. But the real shift is the level of hard work it takes. I feel we constantly underestimate what it takes to be successful, especially as artists, because we are so fortunate to do what we love, that we get to make art, and that's what we want to do for a living, where we literally would happily do it for free, and we'd happily, even more, pay someone to be able to make art. In my opinion, we take for granted what it takes to actually be successful because we don't think of it like a job. You need to look at art the way you would look at a 9-to-5. You wake up, you do your work, you clock in, you clock out. But the cool thing is you actually get to love doing it instead of a lot of us artists who, if we take a 9-to-5, we don't actually love it. We don't actually enjoy it. So in my opinion, you need to actually look at what hard work actually takes for you. What quantity of art do you need to make? What quantity of promotion do you actually need to do? Because I guarantee you, if you actually started doing it at the correct levels, the correct quantity of producing and promotion, you'll be successful. You'll make more money than you'll ever know that you could. But because that's what it takes. It does take sleepless nights. It does take extra work. And if you're working 9-to-5, then it takes you working from 6 to midnight. Because the shift is, that's the career you want to have. You have to treat it like a job. Yes, we are so fortunate, again, to do it what we love for a living. But it takes that work. It takes that extra initiative to be successful. So I hope this helps you focus on what you need to get done and focus on just doing it at higher quantities than you ever have, but then also doing it for an extended period of time. It's not just doing it for a few days, a few weeks. It's do it for a month, do it for several months, do it for a year. And if you can keep doing it at that long, then you're fine. The next obvious thing that people get worried about is, you could say, burnout. I'll break it down into two things. First of all is that I don't know what to create. Well, the only way you know what to create is to create. I know it sounds ridiculous, it might sound funny, you might reject it, but the way to create is to throw, you could say, paint on the wall, spaghetti on the wall, and see what happens, right? It's write, if you're a writer, write bad scripts. Good, but at least you're writing. You're not sitting there scrolling on TikTok. Go take a walk. Go try different things. Go watch a movie. Go talk to friends. Go figure something out, but you gotta write. Even if it's bad, that's fine. Not everything you need to make has to be great. Just make your art. And then the other side of it is burnout. Well, I'm exhausted. Okay, but why are you exhausted? Typically, it's not because you're making art, because you can make a lot of art and never be exhausted. You're usually exhausted, in my opinion, from you're connected or somebody's in your group, in your circle that is kind of a leech, a vampire, sucking out creativity from you. Yeah, to be successful, it's gonna take hard work. And you won't know the level of hard work it takes unless you start putting it in there. So get sleep, get some vitamins, make sure you eat healthy, put your other things in your life that need to be there, like sleep, food, vitamins, take a break, take a night off, but it's gonna take hard work depending on the level of success you want to go for. I hope this inspires you to make more art and to push through whatever it takes, because the world deserves your art and the world needs your art. You don't know who you can inspire by putting out that one TikTok, that one song, that one video, that one script, that one whatever. I can't wait to see what you create and look forward to seeing you in the next episode.